Am I clear? Right. So let's begin with the first topic of the day, that is nouns. What are nouns? What are nouns? Anyone? Name of a person, place, animal, or a thing, right? If I call this thing in my hand, what is it? It's a pen, right? If I call this, what is it? Yeah. My name is Shipra Kalra, right? So it is a common noun. Shipra Kalra is a proper noun. And there are some other nouns, just like abstract noun. Abstract noun kya hota hai? Abstract noun is something that you can feel but you cannot touch. So we will be working on the formation of abstract nouns today as well. And then there are collective nouns. Collective nouns are given for the group. Like if I say that group of elephants is outside, so what would I say? Herd of elephants. If I say owls का group है, तो what would be the collective noun for owls? Parliament of owls. Group of trucks है, तो उसको क्या कहेंगे? Convoy of trucks. सबसे पहले अनाउंस करने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सेंटेंस. एक सेंटेंस कैसे बनता है? सेंटेंस बनता है विद द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब and object. What is the subject? Anyone? What is subject? Because first we are going to study the 4 cases of noun. पहले हम आज 4 केसेस की बात करने वाले हैं नाउन्स के, तो उसके लिए हमें सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब और ऑब्जेक्ट का क्लैरिफिकेशन होना बहुत जरूरी है. So what is subject? Anyone? Subject is the doer of the sentence. The doer of sentence. If I say Ram is playing cricket, so what is the subject here? Ram. Because Ram is performing the action. Which action? Playing. And after doing this action, what is being received? That he is playing cricket, right? So the subject, the thing which is supposed to be done by the subject is called object. Here the object would be cricket. Because Ram is supposed to be doing what? Ram is supposed to be playing cricket. Object is something which is done by subject. Always remember one thing in life. Your subject and your object, it will either be a noun or a pronoun, but nothing else. इसके अलावा वो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता. Similarly, your object will either be a noun or a pronoun, but nothing else. The doer of the sentence, जो सेंटेंस में काम करता है उसे सब्जेक्ट कहते हैं. It will either be noun or pronoun. तो राम क्या है इसमें? राम is a noun. Ram is a proper noun. But if I'll be writing another sentence here, I would like you to note it down. सब note down करना है. Everything to be noted down in your register with proper notes, and this register be a separate one because I would like you to carry it till the end of the year. I'll be writing a lot of examples while explaining the topic, and these examples will be helping you to retain the things with you, right? So Ram is playing cricket में Ram था आपका subject जो कि था noun, but if I am saying I am writing a letter, what is the subject in this sentence? I. But is it a noun? No, it is a pronoun. So I said your subject will either be a noun or a pronoun, but nothing else. And what is the verb in this? Verb is your writing. And what is the subject supposed to do? The subject is supposed to write a letter. So letter will be your object. Now we'll be talking about the first case of noun. The first case of noun is subjective case of noun. When I say subjective case of noun, it is nothing else but the subject. So here the subjective case of noun is Ram. In this, the subjective case of the noun is I, and the second case is objective case of noun. So the objective case of noun is nothing else but the object. So in the first sentence, what is the objective case of noun? What is the objective case of noun? Cricket. What is the objective case of noun? Letter. So object will be your objective case, subject will be your subjective case. First case of noun that we have done today is subjective case of noun. Second case of noun that we have done today is objective case of noun. That is why I introduced the whole concept from the very beginning, that what is the structure of a sentence? The structure of a sentence includes subject, verb, object. Subject is the doer of the sentence. Verbs are the action words, and object is something which is supposed to be done by the subject. Clear till here? So subject is either a noun or a pronoun. Ram is a noun, I is a pronoun, but both are doing the action. In the first sentence, Ram is doing the action of playing cricket. In the second sentence, I is doing the action of writing a letter. So cricket was your object and letter is the object in the second one. Subjective case is the subject, objective case is the object. Till here, everything clear? Sure? Written each and every point. Kindly write each and every point, because you know what happens? For the timing, things will look quite easy to you and you will feel, oh, I am understanding everything and I'm retaining everything. But the way we will proceed further and we'll be doing new topics, so that old topics would be gradually wiping off. And then at the end of the year, you would be confused. Why ma'am said this? Why ma'am said that? But with the help of the examples and the explanations, you will be having a total theory in your registers to explain the whole concept to you. Which one? The doer. D-O-E-R. The doer of the sentence. There are certain sentences in which there will be two objects. So what do we do in that case? And we have two objects. How do I identify which is the direct object, which is the indirect object? Is it okay? I'm writing one sentence and there will be two objects in that. So you will have to tell me. My father gave me a new car. Anji, you. What are the two objects? New car. And what is the second object? You. My father is subject. Me. Me is your first object. New car is your second object. So when we have two objects in a sentence, how do we know which one is direct object, which one is indirect object? What is the verb here? Gave is the verb. Father ने क्या दिया? New car. So gave is directly related to what? New car. Father gave a new car. किसको दी? मुझे दी. So new car is related to me. Is it? Am I making a right sequence? So the object which is directly related to the verb called direct object, and the object which is related to the direct object is indirect object. So let's write the define. Direct object क्या होता है? What is a direct object? Direct object is an object. It is an object which is related to the verb. Clear? And what is indirect object? Indirect object is directly related to the direct object. Because me is related to the new car. Car किसको मिली? Car को मिली. I'll write certain more examples so that it will be clear to you. In 99.9% cases, indirect object precedes direct object. Precedes direct object means indirect object जो होता है वो पहले आता है और direct object बाद में आता है. In 99.9% cases, but in 0.1% we can have the direct object first and indirect object later. So I'll be writing certain sentences there, and I would like you to tell me subjective case, objective case, and then direct object and indirect object. Is there any confusion for the four things that has been taught till now? Anyone? Clear? Shall I move it a little? Identify subjective case, objective case, direct object, indirect object. Let's begin. Explanation and examples have been noted by everyone. You are up, right? Done. If we'll do it little quick, it will be better for us. Let's begin. The first sentence is Hulk is my favorite character. I'll start with the last row from you. Yes, sir. Hulk is my favorite character. Hulk, subjective case. Then favorite is not verb, favorite is adjective. Yes, favorite character is your objective case. Next, he is subjective case. Then pens will be objective case. What is verb? Brought. All right. My mother bakes a cake for me every Sunday. My mother, subjective case. A cake is objective. And do we have more than one object in this? No. Every Sunday is not an object. He bakes a cake for whom? For me. So yes. So what is direct object? He's baking a cake is your direct object and me is indirect object. And your direct object will be your objective case. You look very tired. No, tired is not object. It's not a verb. It's adjective. Tired is adjective. Very is the degree. Degree of adverb. Objective hai nahi. There is no objective case in this. There is no object in this. There is only one, that is subjective case, the subject. Hina helped me in my work. Hina is subjective case. Helped is your verb. What is direct? हिना ने किसको हेल्प किया? हिना ने हेल्प किसे किया? मी. So me is your direct object. किसमें हेल्प किया? She. You'll tell me. She wrote her father a letter. She is subjective case. And indirect. Right. A letter is direct because what did she write? A letter. To whom did she write? A father. So the object which is directly related to the verb is your direct object, and the object which is related to the direct object is indirect object. Well, we are doing nouns. Nouns are the naming words. Naming words can be name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. If I say this is a pen. If I say my name, that is Shipra right? It's a proper noun. It's a common noun. Pen is a common noun. But if I say Reynolds pen, so that is a proper noun, right? And then there is a collective noun that is used for the group of things. So if I say I saw a group of elephants, so it would be herd of elephants. If I say a group of sheep, so it will be flock of sheep. If I say group of owls, so it will be parliament of owls. And then there is abstract noun, something that you can feel but you cannot touch. Like you can feel the warmth of a person, you can feel the beauty of a person, you can feel the width of a person, but you cannot touch them. Then these are the type of nouns, and we have started our topic with the cases of nouns. For the cases of noun, we need to understand the structure of a sentence. When I say the structure of a sentence, that means the sentence will have a subject, it will have a verb, and it will have an object. Subject is a doer of the sentence, जो sentence में काम करता है या जिसके बारे में बात कर रहे होते हैं. Verb होते हैं action words. An object होता है which is something which is performed by the subject. Something which is said for the subject. So in the first sentence, the sentence goes, Hulk is my favorite character. So Hulk is a subject because we are talking about Hulk. And Hulk, who is Hulk? Hulk is my favorite character. एक करेक्टर है जो मेरा फेवरेट है. तो करेक्टर विल बी योर ऑब्जेक्टिव केस. Subject becomes the subjective case, object becomes the objective case. He brought some pens from his room. So he, पेन कौन लेके आया? ही लेके आया. So he is the subject. क्या लेके आया? पेन लेके आया. पेन will be your object. कहाँ से लाया? रूम में से लाया. तो from his room क्या हो जाएगा? Adverb of place. My mother bakes a cake for me. इसमें दो सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, इसमें दो ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, सॉरी. एक है केक और एक है मी. So the object which is related with the verb. So bake क्या किया? What did she bake? A cake. Baking is directly related to the cake, so we will call cake as direct object. And whom did she bake it for? She baked it for me. So the object which is related to the direct object is the indirect object. So direct object, indirect object. You look very tired. You is the subject that we are talking about, the subjective case. Look is the verb. There is no object. टायर्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है, वेरी डिग्री को बताता है, डिग्री ऑफ एडवर्ब. तो यहाँ पर तो कोई ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है, सो देयर विल बी नो ऑब्जेक्टिव केस. हिना हेल्प मी इन माय वर्क. हु हेल्प? हिना. हिना इज योर सब्जेक्टिव केस, हेल्प इज योर वर्ब. And what did she help? Whom did she help? She helped me. So me will be the direct object here, and she helped in what? My work. So work will be the indirect object. She wrote her father a letter. The action of writing is done by her. So we are giving subject as she. Wrote is the verb. What did she write? She wrote a letter. To whom did she write? To her father. So direct object is letter because it's directly associated with the verb. And letter is associated with whom? With the father. So it would be indirect object. Do you have a phone? Just click a picture fast. And then there are certain other things. Not coming now. Yeah. Click a picture of this as well, because whatever I just explained to you, this is the explanation of that. Now we are doing the third case. Nominative case, we call it. Oh, पढ़ ले। आई सेड पढ़ ले, उससे पहले मैंने एड्रेस किया ओ। ओ, so while giving a statement when you address somebody, that is nominative case. गली में सब्जी वाला भैया आता है, मम्मी क्या जाती है बालकनी में पूछने, भैया आलू कैसे दिए, भैया क्या हुआ। सॉरी, इट्स नॉट नॉमिनेटिव, सॉरी, इट्स वोकेटिव, आई मिस्टेक, वोकेटिव। तो भैया क्या हुआ, वोकेटिव केस। घर जाते हो बोलते हो मम्मी भूख लगी है, क्या बनाया खाने में, व्हाट इज मम्मी, वोकेटिव केस। तो आपने क्या किया, स्टेटमेंट देने से पहले एड्रेस किया। क्लास में मुझसे पूछते हो मैम, रिटर्न होती हूँ यस मैम, ये क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं है। मैम क्या है, घर में छोटा भाई या बहन होता है, वो गधे तेरे को दिखता नहीं है, वो गधे क्या हुआ, केस। आपस में बात कर रहे होते हो, कहते हैं पट्टू, तेरे से नहीं होगा, पट्टू क्या हुआ। तो एग्जाम्पल से याद रह जाएगा और किसी चीज से याद रहे ना रहे, बिलीव मी, दैट इज व्हाई आई ऑलवेज गिव सच एग्जांपल्स व्हिच यू कैन रिलेट विद। So vocative case is nothing but addressing somebody to give a statement. किसी को स्टेटमेंट देना है तो उसके लिए उसको एड्रेस करना, उसको कहते हैं वोकेटिव केस। तो पर से राम प्लीज ब्रिंग दिस बुक। So here Ram क्या है, I said Ram please bring this book. So Ram is vocative case. Ram will bring this book. So here Ram is what? Which case of noun? Subjective case. Here Ram was vocative case, but here Ram is subjective case. Why? Because here I am not addressing, here I am stating. There is always a difference in addressing. In addressing, you address first and then you give a statement. But in a statement, you just give a statement. Just declare something. So here you declared, Ram, bring a book. So Ram bring a book में Ram क्या था? Vocative. Ram will bring a book. Subjective. Is that clear? Mom, what have you made today? My mom is making pasta for me. My mom is subjective. Mom is vocative. और इसमें और क्या है? Pasta is direct object. Me is indirect object. And what is the subjective case in this? What have you made today, Miss? Subjective case क्या है? Obviously, you. And is there any objective case? No, there is no objective case. Clear? Subjective case, objective case, vocative case. Sure? Anyone, any doubt? You look a little confused. What happened? You किसके लिए लगाया? वही पूछ रही हूँ, you किसके लिए लगाया? Mom. मॉम आज तुमने क्या बनाया है? तो तुम कौन हो? मॉम है ना। खाना बनाने का एक्शन कौन कर रहा है? मॉम कर रही है ना। Subjective case. Clear? Or always remember one thing, that your subjective case or your objective case will either be a noun or a pronoun. तो यहाँ पर मॉम आपका बन गया नाउन, यू बन गया प्रोनाउन. मॉम इज वोकेटिव, यू इज सब्जेक्टिव. क्लियर टू एवरीवन? श्योर? नहीं बेटा. हाँ, फिर हो सकता है, हो सकता है, हो सकता है, तो हो सकता है. यू एंड योर मदर हो सकता है. You and your mother are supposed to come today. Done? Let's proceed further. Next is possessive case. Fourth case is possessive case. Possessive case is to show possession of one noun on other noun. Right? If I say Ram's bag is kept in next room, is it right to use this statement? Have I used it correct? Ram's bag is kept in next room. Possession दिखाना है मुझे. You remember in childhood when you were in class 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe 4, so you were asked to show possession. How do you show possession? By using apostrophe s. By usage of this apostrophe s, you show possession. So whose possession is over the bag? Ram's possession. If I say this book is mine, right? So how will I show the possession of mine over this book? Shipra's phone, Shipra's book. Is it right to say that? Perfect. So is it right to say Ram's bag is kept in the next room because we are showing the position of the bag, showing the position of Ram over the bag, and the bag which is having the position of Ram is kept in the next room. Is it right to say that? Perfect. Bilkul theek. I'm writing one more sentence and you tell me if I am using it right or wrong. My car's lock is broken. मेरी गाड़ी का लॉक टूट गया. Is it right to use it? My car's lock is broken. Possession नहीं दिखाया तो है my car's lock. On the position. गाड़ी का लॉक टूट गया ना, तो मैंने लिखा है my car's lock. Is it right to say this? How many of you say yes? Raise your hand. Ram's bag is kept in next room. राम का बैग अगले रूम में पड़ा है. तो हमने पोजेशन दिखाया ना, apostrophe s लगा के हमने पोजेशन. गलत है. क्या लगाना चाहिए बेटा? कार के साथ एस नहीं है, कार के ऊपर apostrophe s है. नहीं लगेगा. लॉक किसका है? कार का. क्या लिखेंगे अगर कार के ऊपर एस नहीं आएगा तो? कार लॉक नहीं होता, कार्स लॉक ही होगा. पोजेशन तो कार पे ही दिखा रहे हो ना. पोजेशन किसका है? लॉक किसका है? कार का. तो शुड आई टिक इट? कौन अपनी बात कर रहा है? गाड़ी किसकी है ना? उसकी गाड़ी का लॉक टूट गया. मेरी गाड़ी का लॉक टूट गया. मेरी गाड़ी का लॉक खुल गया. Is it okay to say my car's lock? No. क्या है राइट आंसर? क्या होगा? व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? The lock of my car is broken. Why are we writing it like this, not this? There is a logic. There is a rule that you can show the possession of living on the living or living on non-living using apostrophe s, but you cannot show the possession of a non-living. अब ऐसा थोड़ी है बेचारे का पोजेशन ही नहीं होगा, पोजेशन तो आएगा, गाड़ी का लॉक तो होता है, but to show the possession of non-living we use the word of. Write it down. To show the possession of living on living or non-living, we use apostrophe s. Clear? But to show the possession of non-living, we use of. Clear? Now I'll be writing certain questions on the board and you will tell me error, no error. What is the time? 30. 5 more minutes to go. Written? CUET में 5 marks का question आएगा. I'm giving you a little glimpse of that. How would the question come in your CUET? This is your 5 mark question in CUET. It will be portrayed like this. This question is called spotting the error. So a sentence will be given into you in certain breaks, in certain parts, part A, part B, part C, and the options would be given to you. If you find or spot an error in A, click 1, in B, click B, click 2, in C, click 3, and if you find no error, then click 4. What do you say? A, B, C, D. A, all right. How many of you agree with what she's saying? Please raise your hands. Those who agree. 1, 2, 3. What do you say, dear? A, U, A, U. No error. Should I click no error? All right, dear. C. वन है ना अभी तक 1 1. हाँ जी. A, no error, no error. Error, no error, no error, no error. Answer is no error. China is a non-living thing, but अगर हम नॉन लिविंग का क्राइटेरिया लेते हैं तो यहाँ पे तो होना चाहिए इकोनॉमी ऑफ चाइना. तो एरर, as she said, error. Who constitutes the economy? Who constitutes the economy of a country? People. इकोनॉमी किससे बनती है? लोगों से बनती है इकोनॉमी. पीपल आर लिविंग फिनोमिना. तो यहां पर चाइना क्या कर दिया? पर्सोनिफाइड कर दिया. यू नो व्हाट इज पर्सोनिफाइड? Personified is giving living attributes to non-living. इकोनॉमी बनती है लोगों से और इकोनॉमी बनती है लोगों से और लोग लिविंग है. तो यहाँ पर चाइना क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? लिविंग एंटिटी रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है. चाइना अपने आप अपनी इकोनॉमी नहीं बनाता है. चाइना की इकोनॉमी लोगों से बनती है. पर्सोनिफाइड हो गया, पर्सोनिफाइड हो गया तो लिविंग हो गया, लिविंग हो गया तो नो एरर. क्लियर? नॉट क्लियर? इकोनॉमी किससे बनती है? क्या दीवारें बनाती हैं, सड़कें बनाती हैं, बिल्डिंग्स बनाती हैं? इकोनॉमी कौन ग्रो करता है? साइंस स्टूडेंट, कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट? इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ा है? इकोनॉमी कौन रेस करता है कंट्री की? पीपल. हम लोग ही तो रेस करते हैं. हम कमाते हैं, जीडीपी बढ़ता है, जीडीपी बढ़ता है, इकोनॉमी बढ़ती है. Who is responsible for economy? People are responsible. तो क्या दीवारें बढ़ा रही हैं? क्या प्रेमिसेस बढ़ा रही हैं? क्या चाइना एज अ नॉन लिविंग एंटिटी खुद अपनी इकोनॉमी बढ़ा रहा है? नहीं. चाइना को कर दिया पर्सोनिफाइड, चाइना को बना दिया लिविंग. एक और क्वेश्चन लिखती हूँ, एक और क्लैरिटी हो जाएगी. आई विल राइट वन मोर क्वेश्चन. द कोर्ट्स वर्डिक्ट will be announced in 2 weeks. Error, no error? You tell me. Error, no error? Calling you in 2 minutes. Error, no error? नहीं. कोर्ट किस चीज से बनता है? दीवारों से. और कोर्ट में वर्डिक्ट कौन लेता है? डिसीजन कौन लेता है? जजेस. क्या दीवारें लेती हैं डिसीजन? जजेस. ज्यूरी लेती है डिसीजन. ज्यूरी कौन है? लिविंग है. अगर वो लिविंग है तो यहाँ पर कोर्ट क्या हो गया? पर्सोनिफाई हो गया. तो कोर्ट्स डिसीजन क्या रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहा है? ज्यूरीज डिसीजन. पर्सोनिफाई कैसे हुआ? क्योंकि यहाँ पर कोर्ट का डिसीजन किसका डिसीजन रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहा है? ज्यूरीज डिसीजन. When I say jury's decision, तो jury's decision is obviously correct क्योंकि लिविंग है. यहाँ पर कोर्ट में भी कौन डिसीजन लेता है? ज्यूरी लेती है. दीवारें थोड़ी लेती हैं कोर्ट में डिसीजन, ज्यूरी लेती है. इसलिए नो एरर. कोर्ट्स वर्डिक्ट विल बी अनाउंस्ड इन 2 weeks. बट इफ आई राइट, एक और सेंटेंस लिखती हूँ और क्लियर हो जाएगा. India's infrastructure is very poor. Error, no error? Error, no error? एरर। इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर किससे बनता है? बिल्डिंग्स से बनता है। इंडिया नॉन लिविंग है, बिल्डिंग्स नॉन लिविंग है, सड़कें नॉन लिविंग है। तो क्या होना चाहिए? द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑफ इंडिया इज वेरी पुअर। क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर टू यू नाउ डियर? परफेक्ट। तो पर्सोनिफाई जो चीज हो जाती है वो बन जाती है लिविंग। लिविंग हो गया तो अपोस्ट्रोफी से उसको दिखाएंगे पोजेशन, और अगर वो नॉन लिविंग है तो उसका पोजेशन दिखाएंगे ऑफ से। इज दैट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? In the next class, we'll be working on the more examples of the same thing, so that it will be more clear. Don't think कि आज की क्लास में अगर थोड़ा सा confusion रह गया, so let it be, it will be solved in the next class. And you are late today. Next class, I would expect you to be a little early.